To roll Civil Air Patrol camo sleeves, first unbutton the cuff. Then, lay it out straight on a table where you have plenty of room to work. Take your hand and stick it inside the sleeve and then make a fist. So close your hand on the inside of the sleeve, then pull it inside out. Straighten this rolled sleeve so it is as flat as possible. This helps to cut down on the bulk of the rolled sleeve once you have it completely finished. Once you have that, find the middle point of the rolled sleeve, not counting the cuff, and then aim a little less than that half. Take the edge of the sleeve and roll it again so it reaches that little less than halfway mark. Flatten this too. Then, take the twice rolled edge and roll it up to the bottom of the cuff. Once you have that, take the cuff and roll it down over the top of the rest of the sleeve. This is one of the hardest parts. Try not to mess up the already rolled sleeve. You can get some pretty hideous results if you're not careful, so take your time. Once you have the cuff down neatly, check for what I call the guts. If you can see them hanging out the bottom of the cuff like mine is here, take the time to address the details and hide them by pulling the edge of the cuff down gently to cover them. Next, fasten the button again. Now it's time to check the height on your arm. Regulations state that the sleeve should be 1 inch from your forearm when bent at a 90-degree angle. Check this by bending your arm and resting a ruler on top of your lower arm against the sleeve. Here we see my sleeve is too high. Let me share a trick I devised for getting my sleeves perfect every time. It uses a ruler. Lay your sleeve out and try measuring from the seam where the sleeve connects to the blouse. Roll the sleeve over so that you can get the seam on the top. Then measure from this point down, try 2.5 inches. For me, it's 2 inches. Aim to get the cuff at that 2-inch mark, or 2.5 inches. So pull the sleeve inside out on this initial roll and get the edge of the cuff to that mark. If you're a little too far or woefully far like I am here, try sliding your fingertips together on either side of your sleeve for minute adjustments. Do this little rolling motion on the inside of the sleeve. Once you have it at your experimental mark, roll your sleeves as before. When you're done, test the height of your sleeve and see if your experiment worked out. You might have to try different lengths from the blouse to the cuff edge until you get it perfect. Once you do so, some on-the-person fussing should get it at the right height. See, we have 1 inch perfect. Also, one thing to address before I end. There is a thread hanging out by the button. It doesn't take long to yank this little sucker up and snip it off with a pair of scissors. Try not to cut your uniform while you're at it. Attention to detail is important, and when they inspect your uniform, trust me, they're looking for little things like this.